Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Marcy. Thank you for clicking on that thumbnail. Always showing up, showing your girl some love. We are back for part 2 of my Esxence haul. Plus there's some other fragrances that I purchased that I'm throwing in there as well prior to me going over to Esxence. I will let you guys know what is PR and what I purchased as we go along. Thank you for all the subscribers, all the new subscribers. You guys, if you want to know, if you're not on Instagram and you want to know about a lot of the fragrances, the founders, the people that are behind these fragrance houses of a lot of these fragrances that we're going to be talking about, I am posting the interviews over here on YouTube. So make sure you watch those. If you haven't watched them over on Instagram, please like, comment, subscribe, turn on those notification bells, all that good stuff, y'all. And let's get started. I want to revisit 2 fragrances that I spoke of in the other haul because I literally wore this one for the day and it was giving me a slightly different vibe, but I still like it. So I want to talk about Unique Luxury. So as I said in the opening, this one is called Rev. Sorry, let me open it up. It's called Ocean the Rev, okay? And such gorgeous, beautiful bottle. Like I said yesterday, if you haven't watched the review, please go back and watch it. Stunning bottle, comes with a protective eye. So there's like mandarin, grapefruit, sage. It's aromatic, it's fresh. There's sea breeze in here. There's blue chamomile. And it kind of gives you that little bit of an aromatic, herbaceous feel, along with a fresh ocean, sea breeze, aquatic, juicy in the opening, a little fruity. But then in the dry down, it starts to get a little more sharp. You get more of that grapefruit peel. So I did say that it was completely unisex, slightly masculine leaning. So it is unisex, definitely masculine leaning. But if you spray this in a lighter dose, then I think this will work for a unisex fragrance. Even if you are a woman and you wanted to wear this, if you want something that gives a slight eucalyptic vibe, very fresh, mentally stimulating, kind of like aromatherapy with a sea breeze that reminds you of a California fresh ocean drive, then you may want to try Oceans the Rev. But this is definitely giving masculinity and the dry down, definitely unisex in the opening because it gives a fruity nuance. So that's that. I wanted to give you guys a better take on this one because I said unisex slightly, but unisex for sure, masculine leaning and the dry down. That being said, I think a lot of men would love this one more, and ladies, we're going to be drawn to the bottle. So the next one I want to revisit, we're going to be doing the same thing, is Electimuss. Now, when I wore this, when I sprayed this fragrance on my arm twice in testing it, the second time I was like, I get something from here. Now this is supposed to have some dates, some rose, some fruits in here. So what I pick up, now I thought I got dates, like a watery date scent in the opening of this fragrance, but then as I sat there and I smelled it, it's potent. This fragrance is so potent and it's a beast and you don't need a lot. Caspian Cherry, Spice d'Arno, and then Moroccan Majoul are the fragrances that are a part of a collection. So there are 3 of them. So this one in the opening, you definitely get some fruits. Specifically dates, I am not quite sure if it's dates because it's more of a juicy, fruity nuance, and it was giving me something. I said, I've smelled this before, you guys. So this fragrance, even though it doesn't list pineapple, I'm not sure if it lists oak moss, but it's giving a woody oak moss rose. There is rose in here, but there's dates, and there's some fruits in here. This is literally giving me nuances of Kajal's Lamar. So Lamar is a little more fresh, slightly masculine leaning. This gets a little more sweeter, a little more ambery and the dry down. It may be giving like some dates and fruits and some rose and oak moss and woods. But if you like Lamar by Kajal, then you're going to love this fragrance. It's a little sweeter. If you thought Lamar by Kajal, it definitely doesn't give you like a prominent pineapple note, but just imagine a pineapple note, but the pineapple is not as ripened and sweet. It's over ripened, but not too sweet. You know how pineapple gets over ripened and it loses its sweetness, and you get more of that earthy dirtiness from the outside of the pineapple skin? That is what this is giving me. So it's giving me a little bit of Lamar, a little bit earthy, dirty with some rose, but it's giving fruits and maybe a little bit of a watery date nuance. But for the most part, I'm getting like a 50% Lamar by Kajal nuance from this fragrance. And this is Moroccan Majul. Okay, I just wanted to revisit because I wanted to state that, because I was smelling my arm all night long. I woke up and I smelled my arm. I was like, this, I know this fragrance and I've had it before. Finally, it dawned on me and it was like Lamar. I am getting nuances of Lamar. Not saying it's a dupe, not saying it's an inspiration, but if you like Lamar, then you're going to love that fragrance, and you wanted it to be a little sweeter. So that being said, we are going to talk about two fragrances. Okay, so I have a sample. They weren't giving any of the fragrances out to influencers, but hopefully I will get this at a later date. This is Tulum Junglescape by Simone Andreoli. I did post the review over there as well. Now in Junglescape, not Jungle Escape, it's called Junglescape. You have some lime, you have some mint, you have some exotic fruits, tiari, ylang ylang. There's some green notes in here. I think that's what verde is. Actually, there's English on the bottom, y'all. So there's lime, sea salt, mint, exotic fruits, tiari flower, ylang ylang, green tea, and precious woods. I love this fragrance. I loved it at first sniff. It definitely is inspired by the lush gardens and the beautiful lush greenery of Tulum on top of the sea. Tulum is beautiful, so I do love this fragrance and I want it in my collection. And you definitely get, let's revisit this. You definitely get a boozy, I get booze, I get earthiness, I get booze, I get yellow florals. It almost is giving a mojito margarita vibe, you know, like Simone Andreoli said. He is such a lovely person, you guys. I just want you to know that, like, oh my gosh, he's beautiful. Anyway, I'm definitely getting a booze, greenery, some beautiful yellow florals, and a tropical drink. So that is what this fragrance is reminding me of. Most of Simone Andreoli's drinks, he said, are fragrances are drink inspired. But if this is Tulum Junglescape, and I think this is going to be releasing in March or April. They didn't have any bottles. I was like, I'll buy a bottle. But they only had a couple bottles, but they weren't passing out any bottles to influencers or anybody there. But I love his energy, loved him as a person. Now, I did mention this fragrance before on my reel when I did the Valaya exclusive review. So they sent me a sample of this like about a week after I did the review. So I've just been holding on to it. Now the fragrance, I think I called it Eladoria. So I think I actually said it right because she wouldn't let me see the name, but I got a glimpse of it. So this is going to be the new Creed fragrance releasing in the spring. Initially, I got like a rosy pink pepper. It was very sparkling, lush, and it dried down to like an MFK a la rose with a little bit of pink pepper. It was very bright, vibrant, juicy in the opening, but then it got, you know, a little basic. So anyway, this is Creed Eladoria, I think it's Eladoria. It came in that pretty light pink bottle. So she actually sent me a sample over, and then we're gonna smell it. I'm gonna smell it on my finger. So just one little spray, that's all I need, because I remember what it smelled like. So it's fresh, it's zesty. It almost reminds me of the Dries Van Noten's, I forgot the name of this, y'all. Rocking Rose? Not Rocking Rose. Raving Rose. It almost reminds me of a Dries Van Noten's Raving Rose, but the pink pepper is not as sharp. So, and I love Raving Rose because it's a very vibrant, zesty pink pepper. This one gives a warm, fresh, I don't know if there's pink pepper in here, but it's giving a warm, pink, velvety, lush rose with some spices. It's a pretty pink, rosy, floral scent. Very pretty, a little spicy, slightly sweetened from the vanilla, fresh, a beautiful fragrance. It's pretty. It's princess pretty. Do I like this? Yes, but it didn't last on my skin. So slightly green, but smells very fresh, airy, and lush. I'm getting a little bit of a balmy, waxy nuance from this. Would I purchase this, Eladoria? Probably not. But it's a nice fragrance if you are a rose lover, okay? Let's get another fragrance, okay? And hopefully I don't trip. So we're going to talk about a fragrance that I purchased. You guys know that I did receive the Angel Share Paradis and Angel Share when I went to the atelier for the Kilian Hennessy atelier on the day that I went to Esxence, the very first day. So we received that in PR, so got that, love that. But then I went and visited the Kilian's boutique. Why did I do that? Kilian said out of all the boutiques that are on the planet, the boutique in Milan is his favorite. It is gorgeous. So if you are ever in Milan, you must go see this boutique. So what did I get? Even though I do have Angel Share, I'm sorry, not Angel Share. Even though I do have Love Don't Be Shy, you know, yeah, I have Love Don't Be Shy. I have Love Don't Be Shy Extreme. The juice is a bit dark. This is not one of the black, you know, the black one's the original bottle. I've always wanted this bottle, and I've eyed it every time I've gone through the airport because they have this in duty free. So this is the 100 ml bottle. Now, I do really, really like Angel Share. I mean, not Angel Share. Why do I keep calling this Angel Share? Love Don't Be Shy, y'all. And my, I think it's tarnishing or something. I love Love Don't Be Shy. I love it more. This one, I get more of a neroli note. I don't know why. So I think they really changed the formulation. I did get my name on here. So this is the same bottle, 100 ml bottle versus the 50. Same on the sides. So I get more of a neroli note in here. And I've always gotten more of a neroli note. This one, I don't get the neroli note in this fragrance. I sprayed it all over my body. This is sweeter than this one. There's more marshmallow in this. I'm getting a little bit more of an orange blossom than a neroli. So maybe they changed the formulation. Maybe they wanted it to be a little sweeter, a little more girly, a little more princessy than this one. Now, there is a difference in the juice. But even when I initially bought this fragrance, I got a neroli note that was a bit, look at the juice, you guys. So I got a neroli note in this one that was a bit annoying in the opening. This one, I don't get it. So we'll see if this evolves. But like I said, I got the neroli note in this in the opening. So I ended up purchasing a 100 ml bottle of Love Don't Be Shy, not Angel Share. But I'm still going to wear, like, I literally want to put this one up and just wear the 100 ml because I don't get that sharp neroli that I get in the old one. And I've had this for about maybe 4 or 5 years. Yeah, I still get that neroli versus this one, because this one almost gives me like St. John's 81 milligram chewable aspirin, okay? And this one, I don't get that. So I don't know why this is giving me chew. I think the neroli mixed with the orange blossom gives me like that chewable aspirin nuance. So anyway, we're going to talk about, you guys know that I've been talking about, let's talk about these two real quick. So I'm going to have to give me a little desk to put in front of me. So, Ella K, I told you that I purchased Lettre de Pushkar over at Mazzolari in Milan. So, prior to me going to Milan, I purchased Ella K Camilla's K. Now, this fragrance has been on my mind for the past 2 years. I did not want to pay a $300 price tag for it. So I found it on sale for $210, I think it was, on one of these fragrance sites. Can't remember which one it was. Somebody sent me the link because they knew that I was looking for LK fragrances. I do love Lentre D. I love the Lentre D DNA, but I do love the Lentre D Intense, the black bottle. I've had the Lentre de Rouge. I really, really like that one as well. But my favorite is the one, the black bottle with the sesame note. Now, I like the DNA. When I smelled this, I smelled the DNA of Lentre de. This smelled like an elevated Lentre de with a little bit more rose. It was juicier and a little more elegant and smooth. Now, I love this fragrance, but I did not want to pay that price. So I got rid of the Lentre de Rouge. I gave that one to my best friend because every time it was dwindling down, she came over, I gave her a 10 ml, so until it was almost 10 mls left, so I ended up giving it to her because I never wore the fragrance. I only wore the Lentre de Intense with a sesame note. So this one I absolutely love, but it definitely gives that elevated, slightly bubblegummy tuberose Lentre de DNA, but more the Lentre de Rouge. And super happy to have this LK. Now, the other LK that I do want is the Muscat. I do have LK Orchid K, I have Latte de Pushkar, Camilla K, and I want Muscat. And there's a green one that I've loved for over 2 years now, and it has a mint note in it, but it's like a juiciness to it, but there's a menthol or a eucalyptic nuance to the fragrance, and I love it. So anyway, purchase this one. Now, Hez Parfums, okay? Hez Parfum, you guys, I've talked about Hez for a long time. So Hez has something, you guys know that he has Banana Bread Banshee, which is one of my favorite banana fragrances, aside from the new Je t'ai mis, which is called, the name of this fragrance is called L'Explicite. L'Explicite, but Je t'ai mis means, I guess it means I love you or something like that in French. Je t'ai mis or something like that, y'all. Anyway, brownie points. So just being that, I was telling you, those are like my top 2 banana fragrances. Also have this one because I'm free. This one has like banana leaf or banana flower inside. It gives a little bit of a bubblegummy tuberose banana nuance, like a plantain nuance, and I absolutely love it. Now, Hez Parfum has Bourbon Street, okay? Bourbon Street, have always loved Bourbon Street. So Bourbon Street is now coming in a different bottle. And I was speaking to Hez, and he is also, the fragrance smells a bit refined, okay? So the formulation is slightly different. And y'all, I love this. It's a little more powdery. It's not as woody. You still get that same Bourbon Street DNA, but this one is giving me more vanilla, and it's a little more powdery. And I'm so happy to know that I purchased the very first bottle of the new packaging. You guys, get this fragrance. That's all I gotta say. Go get Bourbon Street by Hez Parfum. Obsessed, okay? Love, love, love this one, but because the juice is more refined, y'all, this is so good. Super affordable. And I knew that I wanted to support him because he's such an amazing guy, amazing brand, amazing perfumes. He's out of New Orleans, a small indie brand, and I love Bourbon Street. I also love Banana Bread Banshee. If you haven't tried that one, go get Banana Bread Banshee. He also has brownie points if you want more of a strawberry chocolate perfume. It literally smells like a sundae with some almond chips, maybe like a vanilla ice cream with some chocolate swirl and some fresh strawberries on top with some brownies sprinkled all over it. So brownie points is amazing if you are looking for a gourmand. But Bourbon Street, you guys, get this. Go get this. Do yourself a favor and get this. It is beautiful, powdery, vanillic, spicy, refined, woody. It's gorgeous. So Bourbon Street, this is a slight tweak in the formulation because he said he's using some amazing materials, and yeah, I can tell the difference, and I absolutely love it. Love both, but love this one even more now. So the next one we're going to talk about, I received, okay, let's talk about this other one. You guys, I showed you one of the Orins fragrances. I'll show you the other one. This one is called, I think it's pronounced Miore de Calha. Moire de Calha. Now this is more of a, when I sprayed this over at Esxence, I was like, oh, this is a beautiful rose oud, a fruity rose oud fragrance. And not to mention, you guys know that I love the packaging, but it's a gorgeous fruity rose oud fragrance, and gorgeous packaging as well. I love, love, love. Like I said, I didn't realize that it already came with a 50 ml inside. And yesterday, I told you that it came with a refill as well, which includes 100 mLs. And then there's like a little cloth for your 50 ml if you wanted to travel with it. So this is a beautiful rose oud. I think they compared this to Portrait of a Lady. No, it does not smell like Portrait of a Lady. This literally smells like a beautiful, juicy, jammy rose oud fragrance. And look at that. Stunning. Gorgeous, gorgeous packaging. It's heavy, weighted. I don't want to spray it because it's a beast. But I love Orins, and I love all their packaging, and I want to collect. That's how you get addicted. You just want to collect like every single one of them. I know you twist it somehow to pop, or you twist the bottom to pop the, I can't twist it now, but to pop the insert out, the 50 ml insert. But this is a gorgeous rose oud. I will list the name down below. It's a bit difficult for me to pronounce it, but y'all, the packaging, the Swarovski crystal in here, that pink crystal, it is absolutely stunning, and it's super heavy. And then you just close it like this, you guys. Love these. I'm definitely going to be doing a single review. I showed you guys Khalees Settle yesterday, a beautiful fruity. That one's feminine. This one is completely unisex because it reminds me of a slight fruity Middle Eastern rose oud, and I'm loving it. It's very refined, okay? So the next one we're going to talk about is, I told you guys about the Lord fragrances that I received. The Iris, the Queen of, I can't even remember the name, but I have a discovery, all the fragrances. So we're going to do a house discovery for that. And then Granado sent me over Feve Intenso. Now, they have, let me get my little hefty notebook, okay? So Granado had a new fragrance to launch at Esxence. And this is a fragrance by, I'm going to give you some of the fragrances that I did not pick up, but I did visit the brands. This is a fragrance by Quentin Biche, and it's a citrus fragrance, and it's a nice citrus fragrance. So I may get that one at a later date. But I liked it. It wasn't a love at first sniff, but everybody wants to smell a fragrance by Quentin Biche. But if you like a beautiful citrus, a woody citrus, if you like Quentin Biche, his fragrances and his creations, then you may love that one. So try that one, and that's from Granado. Also, Mano Gerakinis, he came out with 2 fragrances. I did smell those too. One is called Pure Honeysuckle. It is a beautiful floral and honeysuckle fragrance. I loved it. I may pick up a travel at a later date. Sarah Baker has come out. I will list the fragrance down below. I cannot remember the name. And I really like the fragrance. It has cannabis, it has mushrooms, and patchouli, y'all. So I love the fragrance. It is more patchouli centered on my skin. But it's called, what is it called? Something head. I can't remember the name of it. But if you are a patchouli lover, you want something a little earthy, that mushroom gave it a little bit of a creaminess, then you may want to try that. It's very artistic. Also, Greedy Vanilla Taha. I posted the review over here on YouTube. Go watch that Greedy review. Out of all the 4 fragrances that they're releasing, I think 2 in May, 2 in October, Vanilla Tana was my favorite. It is a gorgeous vanilla. It almost reminds me of a baking vanilla. It almost reminds me of Indult Tihota, but it's a little more rich. But it's a beautiful vanilla fragrance, and the bottle is gorgeous. It's all gold, and I want it in my collection. So that one is not going to be released until November. They're releasing a musk, and they're releasing, but the musk was very nice, but it wasn't for me. They're releasing Vanilla Tana in October. So be looking out for Greedy's new fragrances. Also, the Harmonist. They've already launched a fragrance called Oud Nebula. It's a Harrods exclusive, and that was launched launched in November. So you guys, it's a part of the Amber collection. So the Harmonist is launching another fragrance. I loved Oud Nebula. I actually wanted to purchase it, but I was scared because the Harmonist fragrances are very rich. So I thought this was going to be too rich in oud. But it's a beautiful, lovable, and wearable oud. Now, the Amber collection consists of 2 fragrances. The next fragrance that they're coming out with is Flora Nebula. And when I tell you the bottle is orange and yellow, and I'm obsessed with Flora Nebula, I need it. I need that bottle. It's supposed to be 2 galaxies colliding, so they're meant to be layered together. They smell beautiful alone, and you can layer them together as well. But Flora Nebula, I will literally wear alone, and I'm obsessed with Flora Nebula by the Harmonist, and Oud Nebula is pretty and a very refined oud as well. Zero molecule. So they came out with a collection called the Cosmic Collection. They smell very celestial, very outer spacey, very aldehydic, slightly ethereal, fresh, icy, cold. But there's one that had the 2 rose fragrances are beautiful. Like them. They weren't a love, but they were kind of a love, but I wasn't obsessed with them. Now the strawberry, they had one with like a strawberry, a vanilla, and some sugar with the molecular notes, the galactic notes as well. That one was really nice. And I did like that it was a fresh strawberry and it was a different take on strawberry. So check those out. I did a review. I will be posting that on YouTube. Hopefully you saw it on Instagram as well. ADAMO, you guys. ADAMO is coming out with 2 fragrances. One is called Eden. I think those are going to be released in May. One is a part of the Costiera collection, and that one is called, I think it's Utuweli. Beautiful gourmand fragrance. I think it's by Hamid Maradi Kashani. So I think I will list it down below. But that fragrance I need in my collection right along with the other Costiera fragrances that I have. Juanillo, Clifton, and what's the other one? And it's South the 5th. Yeah. I think it's South the 5th. Love the 3, and that one will be added to my review by the House of Adamo Obsessed. Eden, go watch it. I will list the review down below. The bottle is absolutely stunning, and the owner will tell you the inspiration about the fragrance. But I love both of the fragrances. Eden is a beautiful white floral, and it almost gives you, like, if you like Tilia, because it smells like there's a linden blossom in there to me, but Eden's a little more refined. It is not as sharp, then you're going to love that. So while I was traveling in duty free, I also smelled Alien Extra Dose. Now to me, I liked it a lot. I didn't like it enough to buy it. Because you know what the Alien Extra Dose smell like to me? Because it is a tuberose centered fragrance. It almost gave and there's some vanilla in there. Smelled a little aldehydic. It almost gave me Queen of Silk by Creed. So that Alien Extra Dose, if you added a little more vanilla, made it a little cooler, it reminds you of Creed Queen of Silk. Gave it a little more sweetness, and that's what it reminds me of, because it gave me more of a vintage vibe. Also, the Tresor La Nuit Les Parfums, I loved it. I really wish I would have purchased it. You know, the Tresor La Nuit, I have 4 in my collection, and I didn't purchase it. I don't know why. Initially, I didn't like it, but as I sat in the airport and it got richer and more dense, it became a little boozy and darker than all of the other Tresor La Nuit fragrances. But the Les Parfums, if it ever comes out, most likely I will buy that one. I actually really loved it, and I hate that I didn't purchase it. The Black Opium Marshmallow fragrance, smelled that one. It's nice. It's a nice, less patchouli-esque powdery take on marshmallowy powdery take on Black Opium. It's nice, it's playful, it's fun, and it's a bit youthful and modern, a modern take on Black Opium. Now, Scentologia has a fragrance coming out called Lactonic. Be looking out for that one as well. It doesn't smell like Bianco Latte, but it literally smells like milk cream. It's a literal gourmand. It's amazing alone. It's very fluffy, comforting. It smells like marshmallow. It smells like all the fluffiness. Marshmallow, milk cream, condensed milk. It's sweet. It's lactonic. And it's decadent and it's rich. And I really like it. But it's like sweetened condensed milk. And I love it. But that's by Scentologia. And it's called Lactonic. And that one will be out very soon as well. We already discussed Simone Andreoli. Now, I did get a chance to smell Rosendo Mateau while I was over there, and they have number 9 that's coming out. Now, number 5 Elixir, I smelled it, and it smells better than the original number 5. It actually gives more of a strawberry nuance on the Rosendo Mateau number 5, and they toned down the amberiness of it, which a lot of you guys said it gave more of a rubberiness or burnt tire or burnt rubber or something. I didn't get that. I got a really warm amber, but it gives more of a fluffy strawberry ambery nuance. And if I sell my original Rosendo Mateau number 5, I will buy the Elixir because the Elixir was a little more dense. It was a little sweeter, and I loved it so much more than the number 5 EDP. The Elixir is beautiful, and I love it. And it doesn't have that rubbery facet in it, like you guys were saying. Let's see. Now, Born to Stand Out. I love the black guava and the black mango. It smells, the black mango smells a little like an overripened, slightly rancid mango, but there's something about it that I love. My favorite was the black guava because the guava didn't smell rancid, but it definitely smelled overripened. And I think the oil concentrate is like 60 or 60 something %. So they last forever. But I think I'm going to eventually get that black guava. They also have something called oud candy and another one, and I smelled those too, and they were okay. But I was really drawn towards the black guava. And if you like Trouble in Paradise with the mango, the booze, then you may like the black guava and black mango. If you like Trouble in Paradise by Memoirs of a Perfume Collector. Indult is going to be coming out. The brand Indult is going to be coming out with a new fragrance very soon. Their last release I wasn't too keen on. I smelled it. I will release the video, but the owner didn't let me smell the new release on camera, but I smelled it, and I really, really like it. It's more of a, it smelled more of a, like, a floral, fresh gourmand, but I really like it. Noem. You guys know that I have so many fragrances from them. They are coming out with a vanilla that I need. It is so gorgeous. I will post that review over here as well. So go watch the House of Noem's release on the new vanilla fragrance. It is gorgeous. I also interviewed NATO, Gourmand Escapade, and we'll talk about those. But overall, you guys, Guerlain, the peach fragrance, no, I didn't like it. So, I mean, I liked it, but it wasn't anything exciting. So literally, Gourmand's Petch Something reminds me of Fleur du Mal by Dries Van Noten, except I love Fleur du Mal so much more because it's giving me more of a fresh peachy apricot, and it's lush and it's smooth, and it gives more of a refined suede. I think Guerlain was trying to copy off of this one, y'all, but this one is so much better. I'm so glad it was sitting in my Harrods basket, and I almost pulled the trigger on that fragrance because I was like, man, I'm not going to be able to smell it. So I smelled it while traveling twice over in Mazzolari. I was trying to give it another chance. I smelled it again in duty free. I was like, do I need it? I was like, nope. As it dried down, very fresh, peachy in the opening, not too sweet. As it dried down, I got more of just a basic like leather peachy scent, sparkling fresh, a little juicy in the opening, not too sweet, but you definitely got a suede nuance. You got a little more peach and leather in the dry down, but was nothing special. Okay, now back to this one, y'all. So anyway, and this Granado fragrance, this was sent over to me. To me, this is giving pineapple, warm, spicy pineapple vibes. And there's no pineapple in here. But I did a Granado review even before Scent Explorer, and I never released it. So I'm going to do that review over. I'm just going to scrap that one and do it over. But I love this. This is Fez Intenso But for some odd reason, this is giving me like a woody, spicy pineapple, but it smells familiar. Like I've smelled this before, but I love this. I love this 365 for the summer. So if you like a spicy, vanilla, pineapple, woody pineapple, it's a little boozy as well, then you're gonna love this fragrance. But I don't know why. I don't think there's pineapple in here, but I'm picking up pineapple, condensed pineapple juice from this fragrance. And I think it's inspired by a drink in Brazil, and that's why I think I'm picking that up. It's inspired by a tropical drink in Brazil. So anyway, get your nose on this one. You cannot go wrong with this. And this is Fervo Intenso by Granado. I'm loving this one, you guys. Kind of affordable. There's another fragrance that I love, and I'll talk about this at a later date. I want to get a discovery kit, a discovery set. I'm going to review these two fragrances because these are the two that I love in the collection the most. This is Velvet Morganite by ATTAR Al-Haz, a delicious peach, just all the fruits, y'all, all the fruits. So this one was gifted to me. Love ATTAR Al-Haz fragrances. Skin Musk, we're gonna talk about Skin Musk again, and then we're gonna talk about Velvet Morganite in a separate review. So love their fragrances. Let's see what else. Also, let me open up this other one for you because I did not open this one up. So we talked about Flo 97. So let me show you guys what La Serapia looks like. And I think La Serapia is, I think it's somewhere in Italy. That I think, I'm not sure, you guys. But I just want to show you what the bottle looks like. Now, there's strawberry in here. There's coffee. And I think there's some woods in here. But it smells so good. It smells like a strawberry, a darkened strawberry. Like, I'm not even going to tell you what it smells like that I remember. So we're just going to pop the top here. And La Serapia is stunning. You guys, look at this bottle. Look at this. Actually, I'm just going to spray it, okay? Look at this gorgeous bottle. And it even has the La Serapia print on here as well. Love this bottle. Just trying to focus. So let me go ahead and spray this. But yeah, this was like my second favorite. And then Havana. But yeah, it definitely gives a coffee nuance, but it's a prominent strawberry, powdery strawberry. Almost like you have a strawberry latte, you know? It's fresh, it's powdery, but you get like a latte coffee nuance. It's gorgeous. La Serapia. Yeah. If you want a powdered strawberry fragrance with a little bit of a darkness, sweet vanillicness from the coffee, then yeah, this is stunning. I love this. Get your nose on this, but we're going to talk about all of the fragrances from this collection. And let me sit this precious baby down, okay? The next one we're going to talk about is one, man, when I tell you, Lord was one of my favorite brands there. What other one? You guys, I can't even think. Lord Valens was one of my favorite fragrances. So top three, or there's another one, top four. I will do a top five. So I keep a Flo Pontier. Okay, we're just gonna call him Flo. Flo Pontier, the beautiful bottles that I just showed you. One of my favorites. Their discoveries. Valens, one of my favorite discoveries. And Blendergraphy, one of my favorite discoveries. I love this guy, HUNQ. Like, he's so amazing. I was chatting with him back and forth about his fragrances before I went over to Esxence. And I wasn't expecting all the goodness that I got. And I did. So we're going to do a house review on Blendergraphy. He also has another fragrance house called HUNQ. And it's so much fun. I love, love, love the packaging. It comes in this wooden box. All these things, all these fragrances, I got a discovery kit as well. All these fragrances are inspired by drinks, okay? So Jasmine Martini is one that I like. That one was Jasmine Forward. You get a little bit of an olive note in there. Then we have Patchouli Mojito. It starts out very fresh, minty, mojito. Then it dries down to a beautiful patchouli scent. And my doorbell is ringing, so hopefully somebody gets that. Vanilla Mudslide is in here. Stunning, okay? Also, you have Amber Negroni. Amber Negroni is my second favorite that I loved. And no, Santal Painkiller was the second, and then Amber Negroni. So it was the brown, the orange, and the yellow bottles that I absolutely love the most, okay? And my favorite of them all was Mudslide. And I absolutely love the packaging, okay? So it comes in this wooden box, and then it comes in this shaker here, you guys. I'm not gonna open this right now because I think this is in plastic. So it comes in the shaker, so I can actually use this shaker if I ever decided to make me a drink, okay, because it's a real shaker. So this is Vanilla Mudslide. So you guys, oh my gosh, this is so good. So in Vanilla Mudslide, it smells thick, it's rich, it's condensed. This one was my favorite. So in Vanilla Mudslide, you have a bitter almond, you have a butter note, coconut milk, cacao, some coffee Divana, which I don't really get because I do love Divana, sweet almond, vanilla, Isoe Super, Ambroxan vodka, and white musk. Freaking gorgeous, okay? That is all I gotta say right now, and I'm so ready to give you guys this review, but I'm gonna post the review that we already did over at Esxence, but I'm obsessed. Look at the bottles. Love the stone cap. Look at the bottles. Like, I love the contrast of the stone cap, but this is called Blendergraphy. This is glass here, but you guys, this Vanilla Mudslide, I just want to cross my eyes, y'all. It's so good. It's amazing, okay? So let's just put this up somewhere here so it doesn't, but you guys, it's nutty, it's almondy, it's dark, it's thick, it's rich, it's chocolate, it's vanilla, it's all the things. It's delicious. So let's talk about something else. And why did I put this bourbon vanilla over here? So, and it's projecting and it's delicious. It almost gives like a mudslide with some shaved nuts on there. And it's gourmand, but it's a wearable gourmand. It's sophisticated and perfumey. Now, he also, HUNQ has another line, and it's called HUNQ. So this is inspired by sexy men, okay? There's a gardener, there's a barman, there's a mechanic, there's a boxer, there's a lifeguard, and then there's something else. So one of the ones, now I love lifeguard, and I'm eventually gonna get lifeguard. I loved another one, but this mudslide is bomb.com, okay, because I'm smelling that one. So I have a discovery set for HUNQ. So yes, 2 fragrance lines. And I love the concept of this because, you know, y'all, I need all the men's in my life, okay? So anyway, this is Barman. And in Barman, it's more of a boozy, it definitely give boozy vibes. And we'll talk about that later. But the packaging is pretty simple. And he said this is more of the niche centered fragrances than Blendergraphy, which is Mudslide. So this is Barman, and this fragrance house is out of Amsterdam, and this is called HUNQ. But we're going to talk about this line as well very soon, right along with the lifeguard and, you know, and every other man in this package, okay? Can we package a man up like this? You know, keep him nice and safe, okay? So anyway, it's boozy, it's dark, it's a little earthy, it's a little dirty, it's patchouli, you know, but a beautiful, I'm picking up a lot of like a chocolatey patchouli, a little earthiness, a little booziness. I'm picking that up from Barman. So we're gonna go through these, and this is super fun. Love the concept, but Lifeguard, y'all, I need Lifeguard in my life as well. It's gorgeous. So that's being said, now you guys know that, let me just put this bag over here, okay? So I have this bag full of fragrances, okay? So you guys know last year, now let's go ahead and smell this first. Before we smell, one of the fragrances I have in the bag was my favorite find at Esxence last year, or one of the brands, okay? But Orientica sent me over this. Like when I was leaving, that's when this fragrance showed up. And this is the part of the Orientica Royal collection. And we're going to do a separate review on this and talk about, because apparently people have been making fake Orientica fragrances. So we're going to be talking about the seal of approval and all that stuff, but I'll do a separate review on that one. So this is the new fragrance by Orientica that I have not smelled yet, and the bottle is absolutely stunning, okay? And we're going to do I'm going to revisit this for sure when I do the review to talk about the fragrances. So don't worry. Kind of excited, but when I saw the bottle, I was like, this bottle, y'all, hopefully, I'm like, what's on here? I thought it was broken. Look at this bottle. Look at this bottle. Look at the bottle. Can we just admire this gorgeous bottle for a minute? This bottle is stunning. It's no longer the round shape. This one's the square. And I love that. I love these caged bottles. Some people may think they're a little too gaudy, but this one actually looks a little more elegant with that stone in the middle. You guys, the bottle is like top tier, gorgeous. So let's go ahead and smell this. I don't even know. Does this twist off or what? Okay. I don't even know. Should I be like Jeremy Fragrance and spray inside the cap? You know, I know people can't stand it when he does that. Okay. So let me spray it again. I think I'm going to spray it on a finger, y'all. Ooh, I sprayed it on my whole hand. Hopefully I like it. It's fresh. It's very fresh. Yeah. Wow. I don't know. You know, a lot of the times the fragrances are inspirational, but this one, I think this is just a 50 ml too, because there's like a little bottle in the inside. It's like a bottle in a bottle. Yeah, like the balloons in a balloons. You can't tell, but what is this? Or what does it smell like? I don't even know. It almost smells like, not water, but a very light, musky, fresh, airy citrus. Yeah, almost like another 13 it's giving. Is this giving another 13? Where's my another 13? I think it's giving another 13. Yeah, now you know these fragrances are heavy. So it must be giving another 13 if I sprayed it like 5 times on my hand. Yeah, I think this is giving another 13, y'all. Or some molecular ambroxany, musky, fresh, woody. Yeah, I actually love it. I love it. Okay. What did I do at the top? I don't know. So anyway, that's the only thing that I could think of. We'll see. You see it's the oil concentration is oiling. I'm gonna leave that there. I'm picking up a slight fruity nuance because you know another 13 has pear inside. I love this, y'all. Wow, Orientica. It's called Noble. Noble. Okay, Orientica. So anyway, I need to hurry up, all right? So, and I still got more stuff. We're going to do that other stuff later. So, I bought these fragrances here, okay? For half of the price, all right? Because if I'm talking about something, you know, usually. So anyway, Nectar Oactive. He sent me this one, Supreme Nectar, prior to me going to Esxence. The other ones I purchased, okay, while I was over there. So Supreme Nectar is a beautiful floral almond honey scent. You guys know that I've raved and ranted about these fragrances last year over at Esxence. Stunning, love them. My favorite find at Esxence. I have a review that I need to post on him. He has a new, we're going to do a house review. He has a new mango oud fragrance. And he has two new fragrances. One called Ambre Cristal, and then the other one called, they're not out yet, but they'll be out soon. The other one called Serrana. So I got like 8 mLs of juice in here, but I smelled them over, at Esxence. Now, I did purchase one. Melipona. Melipona is one of the most gorgeous vanillas that you can have in your collection. Love, love, love Melipona. It stayed on my mind. Supreme Nectar and Melipona were my favorites. But if you want a beautiful vanilla extract smell, one of the most beautiful vanillas, Melipona. Get your nose on this. Literally, let's just go ahead and spray this here. But I love Melipona. Oh, such a gorgeous vanilla. Literally smells like the Guerlain's fragrance of Vanille Planifolia. Yeah. That is what this is giving. Vanille Planifolia, okay? And it's not a dupe. It's just a beautiful vanilla fragrance, and I love it. But it's definitely giving cooking, baking, sweet extract vanilla, like the Vanille Planifolia. But I smell more vanilla in here than I do in Vanille Planifolia. So if you want one of the most gorgeous, elegant vanillas, get Melipona by Nectar Oactive. And we're going to do a house review. I have 2 other fragrances, Secrets du Nil and Etoile de Bali or something like that. Beautiful floral fragrances to have the note of honey, but Supreme Nectar is my favorite, and Melipona of the 6 that we're going to talk about. Also, now the brother that's a chef, if you guys didn't know, Frank Beauclerc is their dad. So Nectar Oactive, and I was sent samples a couple months back on this house. So Nectar Oactive is one of the brothers, and then the other brother that is a chef, he's a pastry chef as well. He also has a fragrance house, okay? Everybody's got a fragrance house in the family. SENSATIO, y'all. I had to pick up Golden Pistachio. Golden Pistachio. It's a fruity pear pistachio, and it doesn't smell like Kayali's Yum. It doesn't smell like this fragrance here, you guys. I can't remember the name, they're so long. Pistachio gelato. It doesn't smell like this because this gives more of a soapy vibe with the Lily of the Valley. I absolutely love it. Soapy, creamy, vanilla pistachio vibe. This one is a fresh pistachio with a fruity nuance to it, and I'm loving it. So I ended up purchasing this one. And I did not want to leave there without it, but this one's called Golden Pistachio, and this is called SENSATIO. So in Golden Pistachio, you have your bergamot, the apple, and the pear. That is what I get. A juicy, fresh apple and pear. Almond, there's rum, there's peony, ice cream, pistachio, there's coumarin, but I really don't pick that up. Maybe that just makes it a little creamy. I don't get any animalic, nothing like that. tonka bean, musk, vanilla, and sandalwood. I had a sample of this before I went over to Esxence. They sent me samples. Went over there, smelled it again, and I was like, I cannot leave without it. Also, there's another one that I picked up. I purchased called Black Sesame. Oh, I love a good sesame note in a fragrance. And we got one more haul to do, y'all. And I'll stick the other fragrances in there later, okay? So this one is called Black Sesame. I love that he includes the notes inside too, just to educate us. Look at the juice, y'all. And this is natural color of the juice, he said. There's no additives to it. So in a Black Sesame, I get a really prominent creamy sesame note. So there's sesame, there's chocolate, amaretto, there's pink pepper, orange blossom, tuberose, coffee, vanilla, sandalwood, amber, and musk. So you guys, another fragrance house you need to look into. So we're going to do a separate house review on that as well. Or maybe I'll put the two brothers together. So these two are brothers. Nectar Oactive is one brother, and they're both very handsome young men. Nectar Oactive and SENSATIO, they're both brothers, and their father is Frank Beauclerc, okay? And their mother's amazing as well. Also, the mother, there's another fragrance house underneath Frank Beauclerc. I can't remember at the moment. Anyway, you guys, that is all. But the two new fragrances that are here, we're going to discuss them. Sorry if you can't hear me, I'm bending down. The two new fragrances that are here that we're going to discuss. One has lychee, mango, cassis bud. It's like a mango oud, and it's a moderate amount of oud, but I really like it. Oud al-Safi, which is from Cambodia. And the amber one, which is called Amber Crystal. Look at that. This one has pink berry, cinnamon, cardamom, nutmeg, rose, saffron, incense, leather. And you do get a little hint of leather in here. So we'll go through these when I do the review on... He has 6 fragrances now. So super excited for them. They seem very promising. All the fragrances are so beautiful. All right, you guys, go into the world, spread amazing sillage, do good, be good, all that good stuff. And I hope you were able to make it through this entire video. If not, please go back and watch it. And there's so many releases. Oh, and you guys, remember, save your coins for that Chris Collins fragrance. Obsessed already. You know, it's rich, decadent, and yo, too many compliments. I'm getting too many compliments, okay? Anyway, I think that is it for now that I can see, okay? Anything else we'll do later. All right, bye-bye. Love you.